and kids. You're thinking there's twins, but they're never on screen at the same time. Does this mean something to you? Are you thinking of Full House? She is. Hold on a second. Is that really what it says? That actually is what it says. So here's what I want you to do. When you go home tonight, I want you to put this on your living room table. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, the box set will be sitting there. Okay, if that works, that's a very good trick. I'm teasing you. It's not possible. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Reading minds is an amazing thing. You can go on back down. A lot of people have explanations for what I do. They come up to me after the show and they say, Mysterion, because that's my name, they say, can you really read minds? Can you really bend a spoon with your thoughts? Can you really know what somebody's going to do before they do it? And the answer is no, I can't. Because if I knew what was going to really happen, I'd win the lottery every week and donate the money to charity. If I knew what was going to happen before it happens, I would stop horrible things. I use non-verbal communication. I use body language. I use facial expressions. I'm able to put an idea in your head by what I do with my hands. I'm like a lie detector. I can tell when people are lying by how they're looking at me. And I have some tricks up my sleeves. Some people think that when somebody writes something down, like Full House, that I can see what it says. Even though it was in a wallet, and we were both standing there and I can't see, it is a possible explanation. But what if, right now, I was to do this? What if I was to take my eyes and take them away? What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? What if I was to blindfold myself in such a way that there is no possible chance that I can see what you're about to do? For this demonstration, I'm going to need the following. Somebody with a wallet. Anybody with a wallet, put your hand up. You trust me with your wallet? You do. Come on up, bring your wallet up. A big round of applause. Give her a big round of applause. Most of the time I say, do you trust me with your wallet? They put their hand down. They do, but you do. You trust me with your wallet. Come on up, and come on up here on stage. I need somebody up here on stage that can draw really, really well. Who's a good drawer? Are you a good drawer? Come on up here. Give him a big round of applause. Come on up here, and that is your pen. And in a minute, young man, this is your paper. You're going to hold that for a second. Hi, how are you? What's your name? Megadeth. That's your wallet. Well, you trust me with that, don't you? You've nothing in it. Smart girl. And you have a pen and paper. And, let's see. How about you? Right there. Yeah, you. No, you. You're looking over here. You're looking over there. I'm pointing at you. What's your name? Nita, come on up here. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. 3 people to make this happen. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take off my glasses. Now, I really can't see. I know it sounds silly, but I can't. Everything is blurry now. And I want to make sure that you can't see through there. Come over here for a second. Can you just check that? Make sure there's no way you can see through there. There's no holes. Only the bright lights. Oh, you can see the bright lights. So that means we have to make sure we really can't see. So we're going to take this guy. This is a bandage. And you can't see through there, can you? No, we're good. And how about here? Hi, how are you? Come on over here. Come on over here and join us over here. Good to meet you. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hypnotize you. Come on over here. And we have a steel blindfold. Young man, you can't see through there, can you? No. Perfect. All right, here's what I need you to do. I'm going to ask you to hold this end right here. Just hold that end. And pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. I know, if I put these blindfolds on and I get too close to the front, you catch me. Because I don't want to fall into the audience. And if I fall into the audience, you catch me, you push me back up. Promise? You promise? Okay, good. I won't fall, I promise. But I have gotten close to doing it in the past. Hold it up high. Put this over my eyes. Oh, before I do this, I'm going to take out one book. The book on movies. We're going to put that right there because we're going to use that in a minute as well. The book on movies. And hold that up high. We're going to put this over my eyes and we're going to go around and around and around. Now let it go. Now, what way am I facing? I'm facing you so I can feel that. So the audience is this way. Is that right? Perfect. Now, she's going to tuck it in the back. Perfect. Now, the cloth blindfold is going over my eyes. And finally, the steel blindfold. Young man with the pad of paper, I would like you to come over here on my left and draw me a picture of anything you want. But don't draw the following things: a house, a car, a tree, or the sun. Because everybody picks those images. Pick anything else. And when you've done it, let me know. If you can open up your wallet. You can open up your wallet. And if you could give me anything out of your wallet. And what I would like you to do is to think of the name of any movie ever. Any movie that comes to your mind. You have a movie in mind? You're thinking. Some people nod their head or they go like this and I don't know because I can't see them. So you have to respond with an answer. You got a movie in mind? If you could pass me anything out of your wallet. No, this is yours. Is that correct? Let me try to guess what it is. I'm just going to hold it like this, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have absolute silence, my energy is picking it up right now. As I sense right now, you're fortunate you're not going to be using this for a while, but you did use it not too long ago. Is that correct? You used this in the winter. Is that correct? Is this your CAA card? It is a CAA card, ladies and gentlemen. It is your CAA card. Can I ask you a question about it? 620-282-1030011033. What is the number on that CAA card? Is that your number? It is her number, everybody. Kind of strange. If you could hold that, please. Have you got the drawing, young man? Was he over here? He came running around. Pass the drawing over the board, I should say. You have a movie in mind. Do you have a movie in mind? Okay, hold the drawing. Could you print down the name of the movie? But don't tell anybody what it is. And if you can take the pen from the young man, if you have the pen, give it over to her. When you've done that, write down the movie. I can hear people walking back and forth. If I bump into you, I apologize. I can't see anything. Young man, you have an image in mind. Is that correct? Do you know what the 5th most common thing somebody draws is? A person. Did you draw a person? You did draw a person. You drew me, didn't you? Who did you draw? A random person. You should have drawn me. I'm better looking. Okay, now, that being said, I already got a CAA number and a drawing. You have a movie in mind, and you've written it down. Could you pass me the pad? Let me ask you a question, young man. Do you know what that movie is? You've seen the movie? You have not seen the movie. If you could hold this, please. But do not tell me what it says. Young man, can you get me the book that is up there on that pad, up there on that box? And if you can put that in your hand. In here, ladies and gentlemen, are many, many different movies. Could you just shout out what movie you see right there? What movie is this? What does that say? Braveheart. Oh, Mel Gibson. What movie is that? Do you see what it says? Oh, Ben-Hur. It's a famous film. They're all different movies. You see that. Is that right? Now, you have a movie in mind that you chose. A random movie. Is that right? All right. Say stop, young man, on any movie. Go. You have a movie right here. If you could just tell me what movie that says. What does that say? Wizard of Oz. What movie did you pick? The same movie. This is crazy talk. Say stop on any film. Look at that movie. Don't tell me what it is. You were thinking of Forrest Gump. Is that correct? No, that would have been a good trick if you were. All right, listen. I have no idea what she would pick. You have the pad of paper still. Young man, you are now going to write down something for me. You are going to write down on that pad of paper any word in English. Go ahead, any word, and then you're going to pass it over to her. And underneath that word, you are also going to write down something, but you're going to write down a number. And then you're going to pass it over, and you are going to write down the name of a musician or a band or somebody famous. Anybody at all. So any word, any number, and anybody famous. And when you've done that, let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the odds, and then there are the impossible odds. I have no idea what the mathematical statistics of getting this right would be. I would bet I would have a better chance of winning the lottery and being struck by lightning and giving birth myself on the same day. Because I don't think I would even know if this is even doable. These three people have chosen things randomly out of their own mind. They didn't come out of a book. They didn't come out of somebody's pack of cards. They definitely didn't come out of something in my bag. Have you guys done that? All right, pass me over the board. Ladies and gentlemen, on here is a secret. I don't want anyone saying anything if they see what it says. You have chosen a word. You have chosen a number. And you have chosen, I believe it was what was the thing? A famous person. All right. The word, the number, the famous person. Think of the word. The word is beginning with a T, is that correct? It is. And then an R, and then an E, and then an E. You're thinking of the word tree. Folks, suggestion's an amazing thing. Because earlier on I said, do not pick the following things. A tree, a house, a car, and the sun. And when I said tree, I put my thumb up, and I pointed at you, which put that idea in your mind. Earlier on, I had this cube in my pocket. And on the cube are different shapes. You can see the different shapes, but only one of them is a number. The number is number 8. What number was the number you picked? 8. Once again, another suggestion. And finally, if you can hold that face down, the choice of the famous person. The choice of the famous person, I have no way of knowing. Who picked the famous person? Put your hand up. If you can hold that against your chest, young man, make sure I don't see who it is. Come forward. Take a step forward. Think of the name of the famous person. Face everybody. And I want you to watch her face. Watch this. Do not say anything, even if I ask you a question. Don't nod your head or go like this. Don't even blink if you can try not to. Don't say a word. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Don't say anything. Is it a man or a woman? When I say man, she moves back and forth. Ever so slightly. It is a man. Is the person living, or is the person no longer living? Don't say anything. Living, no longer living. When I say living, she's gripping her bag. This person's still living, and it's a man. Now she's going to try to hide her thoughts. Is this person an actor? Is this person a singer? Is this person, did you notice how she went like this when I said actor and went like that when I said singer? She's trying to lie to me. It's a singer. It's not an actor. For a minute I thought you were going to pick this gentleman and then you changed your mind. Is that correct? I know. You're thinking, though, of Kanye West. Thank you very much. She apologizes to her mother. It says, sorry, Mom. Why? Why Mom? Mom doesn't like Kanye West? Not really. I don't think many people like Kanye West, to be quite honest with you. No, I don't think so either. Give them all a big round of applause, everybody. The strange and unusual power of the human mind. And you can go back down to your... A couple more for you. So in order for this to work, I need somebody with a ring. Anybody here with a wedding ring? You got a ring on you, sir? Come on up here. Give him a big round of applause. Is your wife here with you? She is? Okay, so they're going to borrow your wedding ring for a second. Come on up here. You okay with that? Yeah? You're okay? All right, come on up here. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Now listen. Let me borrow your ring. What's your name, sir? Raj. Listen, this is your ring. Well, that's a nice ring. Let's see, hold on a second here. It's 24 karat gold. Is that a real stone? What kind of stone is that? How much is this ring worth? A lot of money, isn't it? Yeah, I know. All right, you're going to help me up. Can you come up here? Can you just come up here? Come on up here. I need you to help me out. I need you to stand over here on my left. And I need you to do the most important thing. I need you to hold the ring. Look at me. Hold the ring. Okay, don't let it go. Hold your hand tight. Hold the ring. Don't let it go. Don't open your hand. Now, folks, I am going to do the most incredible thing with this ring. I don't know you. I don't know your wife. I don't know when you were married. I don't know anything about you. But I'm going to tell you the ring's history without knowing it. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Open your hand. It's history, everybody. The ring is gone. You're free! Run! Run! No, I'm just kidding, okay? Listen, it's back on your finger. Look. No, it's not, I know. But that would have been a good trick. The ring has vanished. Sometimes when I go home after I do a show, and I've bent the spoons, and I've bent these things with my mind, and I take my keys out of my pocket, and the keys have bent. And then I can't get into my house. So I have to put my hand on the lock and think about it. It unlocks. And I went out with my friends one night. We went out to a pub, and I came home. It was the stupidest thing. I went into my neighbor's house. It was a big mistake. But now I make sure I always have my proper keys. Look, in my pocket, I got my keychain. If you could open that up for me, please. Just pull it open. And you'll notice that on that are some keys. You see the keys? But what is also locked on my keychain, ladies and gentlemen, is his ring. His ring has been fastened through the fibers of space and time and safely secured on my keychain and goes back on your finger with a little more magic attached, though there's plenty in your life and much more to come your way. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you. And I need you to stay up here for a minute. All right. You and I are going to try something. One of the final things of the night. You and I are going to do something with one of my favorite things in the world. Time. How many people here would love to be able to stop time? Of course. We would never get old. We could do so much more in one day. Couldn't we? If we could just stop time. What's your name? Aditi, that's a nice name. Aditi, do you know what a pulse is? A pulse is something in your wrist that you can feel someone's heartbeat. So I'm going to show you how you feel someone's pulse. You feel my pulse? It's going boom, boom, boom. Feel that? Now watch this. Tell me if you feel it stop. You feel it stop? Now tell me if you feel it start up again. That's kind of weird, isn't it? See, that's like stopping time. But it's not. It's stopping a pulse. But in a way, I can stop myself for a moment. Maybe I can do something with time as well. Young lady, I have a watch here. And I'm going to pull the pin out of my watch. And I'm going to turn the hands. And I'm going to look at them spin around. Oh, there they go. And I want you to stop me on any time you like. And at what time am I thinking of? You tell me. Just take a guess. 9:30. It's unbelievable. 9:30. What time does that say? 9:30, everybody. 9:30 is the time on the watch. Now listen, that is unbelievable. We're going to try it again. This time I want you to spin the hands of the watch. Spin the hands. Spin, spin, spin. And stop on any time. And now I'm going to push the pin in. And I want you to look at the time, but don't tell me what it says. You see it? Okay, open your hand. It's a different time. Okay, hold it in your hand, face down. Now, I don't know what it is, and she does. I don't. I have a book here with some times inside. Some times. all the times are different. 8:25, you see that? 8:25, 9:30, the time you thought of, it's there. 11 o'clock, they're all different, yeah? I'm just gonna go like this, just go like this and open it to any time. Open it up. Say, what does it say? 3 o'clock. That's what you open to, 3 o'clock. Young lady, she opened this to 3 o'clock. She could have opened to any time. What time did you see on my watch? Don't look. What time was it? What did it say? It said 3 o'clock? You're kidding me. Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me that you picked the time that you were thinking of, that you saw that time in your mind, you saw that with your eyes? Well, this is where I put the spin on everything, ladies and gentlemen. Because, my friend, you didn't see 3 o'clock. You didn't see anything. You didn't. I might not be a medical doctor, but I think you've got to get your eyes checked. Because you couldn't have seen 3 o'clock. You saw what was inside my mind. What time does it say on that watch? Yeah. What does it say? Nothing. Because there's no hands. Folks, there were never any hands on this watch. This watch has been a blank canvas. And the entire time it was only a tool to put an idea inside somebody's head. Just like for the past while tonight, I've been feeding your minds ideas, and you've been feeding mine. From books and words and numbers and drawings and shapes and times. Nothing you've seen here tonight has been a reality. It's all been an illusion in how we think. Just like my head getting bigger. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Very well done. 3 o'clock. Very cool. You can go back on down. Folks, before I go, I want to thank you all for having me here tonight. It's been a pleasure to come out and see some amazing dancers. How about the dancers earlier on tonight? Amazing. I'm actually a big fan of dance. I manage a dance troupe that tour around Canada. I do a lot of different things. I do this full time. I was introduced as a wrestling manager, but I actually own a wrestling company as well. We have a television show on Rogers Sports, and I manage a dance troupe. Big fan of that type of thing. So fantastic show here tonight. It's been a pleasure to come out here. I want to